Welcome to the real world, and thank you for joining us. Throughout the Jewish year, there are different Shabbos that are known by the name of their Haftarah. Between Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, we have Shabbos Tshuva, Shabbos Nachamu, the Shabbos after Tisha B'Av, next Shabbos, Shabbos Nachamu, because the word in the Haftarah speaks to the essential Avodah of what we're trying to do. At Erev Kippur, we're trying to do Tshuva. Next week, we're trying to find Nachama. Right before Purim is Shabbos Sachar, because we're remembering Mechias Amalek. This week's is really perplexing. Shabbos Chazayin. Why is it called Shabbos Chazayin? Because the first word in Haftarah is Chazayin. But the Avodah of the day, Chazayin just means to see. Chazayin Yishayahu ben Amma. It's the vision that he had, that he beheld, and that he shared with the people. It has no shaykhs, no connection with what we're trying to do in the Shabbos. I mean, Shabbos Chazayin, the Shabbos of seeing. What's seeing have to do with anything? It's just the words Chazayin that the Haftarah starts with. So why did Klal Yisrael why did they grab onto this word Chazayin to identify the Shabbos? Seeing has everything to do with the season. This week was the Yahrzeit the Baba V'Rav. I heard this in my Zayda. My grandfather, Rabbi Yisroel Besser, lived on the west side, and he remembered when the Baba V'Rav had come over to America, and when he rebuilt his Hasidus from nothing. So he said over that there was a Yid, the Baba V'Rav lived on the west side. He would try to get minyan together. It was a very small crowd, and just a few survivors, a few people around him, broken people. And one week a Yid came in, a survivor, and they asked him to daven for the Amid, and it was a beautiful Batfilah. Everybody loved the way he davened. It reminded them of the Haim, very, very rich voice, and a powerful voice, and a sweet voice. And it was beautiful davening. And the next Shabbos he came, they said, right away, daven for the Amid, the Chazan, and he davened again. The third week they couldn't find him, and they were looking for him, and they said, where's the Chazan, where is he? So the Baba Rav sent somebody out to go look for this Yid. Where is he? We're waiting for him. He came back a few minutes later. He said, Rabbi, I saw this Yid. He's sitting in the park and he's smoking on Shabbos morning. Smoking a cigarette. Mechal Shabbos. The Baba Rav said, it's not him who's smoking, it's the Deutschen. It's the Germans that are smoking. That means it might look like he's smoking. You might see a cigarette in his hands going into his lips, and it might even look like he's inhaling. But if you know the pain he's in and the trauma he's in and how broken he is, how not whole he is and how not present he is, you understand that the cigarette that he's smoking has nothing to do with him. It's an expression of something that's not his essence. It's not him. Go back and tell him, even though he knows you saw him smoke, go back and tell him that we're waiting for him. We want him to daven for the Amid. And he went back to the Yid and he said, the Rebbe's waiting for you. The Rebbe wants you to daven for the Amid. And he put out his cigarette. With a surprised expression, he went back and he went to the Rebbe and actually daven Shach or Sheikhanad. Daven for the Amid that week. Everybody moved on. Baba moved to Borough Park. This Yid moved on with his life. Many, many years later, in the 1980s, the Baba Ruv was making chasna of one of his Eineklach. It was a big crowd already. It was a big Rebbe, Chassidus of thousands. The Rebbe was presiding over it as only he could. And a Yid comes, he says he wants to wish stuff to the Rebbe. So they said, no, it's not a good time. Later, there's going to be a time that people go back and say, I need to go right now. But Kitzer, he created a commotion, and they brought him over to the Rebbe. He comes over to the Rebbe, he says, does the Rebbe remember me? So the Rebbe says, I don't. So he said, I'm the Chazan from the west side from 50 years ago or 40 years ago. And I have K'nai over 100 Eineklach that Hashem read Torah mitzvahs. You know why, Rebbe? Because it was the Deutschen who was smoking, not me. That means the Rebbe was able to see something that it wasn't him. And whatever it looked like was just external. But to be able to see much deeper, and to be able to see the previous, to be able to see what's really going on, that takes vision. What we work on in these days, what prevents us from having a base like this is the inability to see people through kind eyes. So we see people, we judge them instantly, and we see them in the worst way possible. A friend of mine once told me that he said he can't not like another person because he's at Salah. He said he's gone to people and see them at their most vulnerable, at their times of great pain. He's been with people when they were down and out. He said, I can never look at them again with anything but sympathy and love because I've seen them down and out. That means we don't look at people, we don't realize the pain they're in. If we saw their vulnerabilities and their weaknesses and their pains and their struggles and how hard and how much they would want to be better, we would love them. But we don't. We know we have our own things that hold us back from seeing. Shabbos Chazay means it's time to learn how to see again. If we learn how to see, we all believe in the Geula. Now you go to Yerushalayim, you go to the Kaisel, you just see a Kaisel and you see a big dome sitting on a rock. But every single Yid looks at that and sees the Har HaBayis somehow. What Har HaBayis? All you see is a mosque. But you didn't have a deeper vision. They know that there's something there. We're not bound by the reality and the tangible. What we see, our vision is that we're able to see deeper and to be able to perceive a reality that even other people can't see. So this is the Shabbos to learn how to do it. This is the Shabbos Chazan. It's the Shabbos to learn how to see.